Let's talk about burnout because many people do not realize they're heading there until they arrive. Somewhere along the line or journey of self improvement, we were taught that growth must be painful for it to be valid. Or any growth that costs you your peace is too expensive, very much expensive. If your routines are leaving you constantly drained, if your goals feel heavy instead of life giving, if you are productive but perpetually exhausted, then something needs to change. And that's why I'm here for you. In this episode, you will learn how to grow without burning out this year and beyond. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Mind and Growth Culture for Personal Development. I am Blessing Nwachukwu. So here are five strategic ways to grow without burning out this year. The first one is you have to build systems. See, if your goals only rely on your willpower, you experience burnout. Yes. If your goals, your plans, your visions only rely on when you have energy, why would you get burnout? You will experience burnout. That's just it. Many people grow by pushing themselves daily. They'll wake up earlier, they'll do more, and they now postpone their rest to later. They rest later, right? But then, it works for short term, but then it's not sustainable. Doing all of these things, you cannot keep up every single day of your life because I have been saying it here. There are days you experience low energy days. So when you build systems, it will account for the days you do not have energy to show up, the day one thing or the other happened, or the day just the day there's no motivation, right? So you have to build systems. Growing without burnout means you have to create systems that will work for you, and that includes creating a let me not use the word perfect, right? But creating a routine that fits your energy. If you are the kind of person that wakes up very early in the morning and you are active from 5 a.m., you should create your morning routine or your daily routine in a way that will suit your energy. Since your energy level is at the highest, is at its peak around that time, let's say 5 a.m., you can start with your big task, right? That's you have to create routines that will fit your energy. But if you're the person that you wake up, let's say 9 a.m. because you're working overnight, you should not be fixing routines because people are telling you these are 7 routines you should do before 5:30 a.m. if you want to be a successful person this year. How about people that work overnight? How about people that are more productive at night? So growing without burnout means you have to build systems, create a routine that will suit your energy, not my energy, not anyone else's energy, but your own energy. It also means creating habits that do not collapse when there is no motivation. There are habits that if there is no motivation, doing nothing. I know if there is no motivation for it, you would absolutely do nothing because I need to be motivated to exercise. I need to be motivated to do something, to write a book, to speak, to come on live, to create content, to do whatever I want to do, to read. So you have to create habits that do not collapse, even when your motivation drops. When your motivation drops, you should be able to keep up with your habits, whether there is motivation or not. That is why I said you must build system. If you want to grow this year and you will not burn out, you must see it's non-negotiable. It's non-negotiable. You must build system. You must build a system. It also means you create plans that allow flexibility. What do I mean? There are days that, or there are things that you may not be able to complete, even though you want to complete it this month. It's something you can move to the next month. That's why I said you should create systems that work for you. So create plans that allow for flexibility for days you were not able to do much. There should be something that will be done. You will not have that guilt. You will not say, I did not achieve anything, or I did not achieve a lot, or I do not feel productive, and all of that. Do you understand? So your systems have to support you when you are on your low energy days. Remember what I said about your minimum version, right? That is it, if you remember. So your systems will support you even when you are tired, when you are just not okay. Let's just leave it at that. Now, let me point this. If your goals only work when you are at your best, how about when life gets heavy? What will now happen? The goals will fail. So you should create goals. You should set systems, rather. You should set systems that will help you achieve those goals even when life gets heavy. So the first strategy is you must build systems, not just survival routines, not just, well, let's just be doing it like this. No, you need to build systems. The second strategic way to grow without burning out this year is to honor your energy, not just time. Do not just honor your time. Do not just honor the time you have. Honor your energy too. So people say, well, I have 2 hours today, so I should be productive. Well, I have 24 hours in a day, so I should be productive. Well, I have 50 hours, I should be productive. But you know what? Energy matters more than time. You can have all the time, but still be exhausted. So what are you going to do with those times? They will waste back, and then you now beat yourself. I did not do what I'm supposed to do. That's why you need to honor your energy, not just your time. You can have all the time in the world, but if you do not have the energy to do what you are supposed to do, the time will just go and it won't come back. Like I explained earlier, when your energy is at the highest, I always tell people, do your highest task, your most difficult task, your most demanding task for the day, for the week. Once your energy is at the highest, it's at its peak, do that difficult task first. You can say, well, let me just do the simple task now with the energy you have. And when your energy starts to slow down, you know you start to lose concentration, you start to lose focus. So once you know you have a very difficult task, a very demanding task, do it while your energy is at its highest level. That way you will honor your energy, not just your time. Not just, well, I have time, I can do this, I have 15 hours to work, so I can. If you know that particular task that will give you headache, start with it first. So when you accomplish that one, those simpler tasks can now start rolling in. You can start doing all of them. So that's the first one. You should know the time when your energy is at the highest peak, is at its highest level, where you should, okay, I am supposed to batch create content now, or I am supposed to learn a new language, I'm supposed to do something, this or that. You should know when you have that burst of energy to do your highest demanding task for the day. I do not advise people writing their to-do list with this should be the first, this should be the second. How about the days when you wake up and you are tired and you don't feel very much okay, and you don't have that energy that, okay, we are doing this. So you can just write your to-do list, but then write them according to the order of, will I say demand now, but according to their level. You can group this one into easy task for the day, This one should be medium task for the day. This one should be hard task for the day. So when you notice that your energy is at its level, you can start with the hard task for the day. I always advise people, and I do it too. And again, you must rest without waiting to collapse. See, rest is not needed when your head starts to spin, when you are trying to focus on something and you are seeing seven continents. That's not when you need rest. Do not just give yourself rest when you feel your body is about to collapse. When you're setting your to-do list or whatever, as you are fixing the time, let's say you're going to focus 2 hours on this, just allocate 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes break after that hard task before you proceed. If you want to just do everything once and then rest later, you will be so tired to continue, right? So after that, your major task, after that hard task, that demanding task, or even after a simple task, you can take 5 minutes break, just go around, drink water, maybe take a snack, and come back. Do not just rest when you want to collapse. Rest because your body needs it. Resting is part of being productive. I do not know who has sold that idea to us that when you rest, it means you are lazy or you're not doing anything. Please, if you want to be productive this year, you must factor in rest. Time is fixed, yes, but your energy fluctuates. So your plan should reflect on that. Plan around your energy, not just your time. You have to set boundaries around growth. That's the third way to grow without burning out. Yes, I said so. Set boundaries around your growth. What does that mean? If you do not have boundaries around your growth, it means saying yes too much, even when you do not need to say yes. Yes. It becomes, oh, blessing this. Yes. Oh, can you do? Yes. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Yes. Oh, yes. So you need to set boundaries around your growth. If not, you'll be saying yes more than you should. And when that happens, you will not be productive this year. Your goals may not be achieved. Your vision may not be actualized. So setting boundaries around your growth means you stop saying yes too much. It means you stop overcommitment. You are in this group. You are in this particular group. You are in this group. You are in this group. You are in this group. Why not fix yourself one place and be productive and work well than trying to scatter yourself across? Are you trying to become jack of all trade? People, I mean, I'm not talking about work. I'm talking about, I don't want to mention a particular thing I have in mind so you won't misunderstand me. But I'm talking about some groups that, okay, I am teaching this, you join. I am teaching that, you join. Things that are different from what you know. Or because this is where they share personal development stuff, you join. And you have like 20 of them. Fix yourself one place. Stop overcommitting, right? You know that you want to join one unit in your church and you know you'll be much more productive if you are focused on that unit. Stick to it. Don't spread yourself so thin that you won't even be noticed. You are in this place, you are in this place, you are in this place, you are in that place. So where will your impact be felt? You think your impact will be felt when you're all around the place, when you're just everywhere. No. Your impact will be felt when you are in a place and you are committed and you're doing your best. People will say it, that when you have just spread yourself so thin that if people can't even get a glimpse of you, so stop overcommitting if you want to grow without burnout. I mean, I just use this journey department in church as an instance where you know yourself, you know areas that you have been overcommitting, areas that, we need somebody to do, okay, don't worry, I will. Or we did, okay, don't worry, I will. Even when you know that, yes, they might be interesting, they might be helpful, but at that moment, they are not, and they are not helping your growth. They're not helping your plans. So why go ahead with them? Please stop overcommitment. That's why I say you need to set boundaries around your growth. When you set boundaries around your growth, you won't feel guilty whenever you are rest. Yes, I said so. Yes. because all this overcommitment, saying yes too much, you have cut down all of those things, right? And when you rest, you know that I am waking up energized. I'm waking up to become much more productive than I was before I rested or before I slept or something like that. So when you set boundaries around your growth, you won't have this feeling of guilt when you are rested because you have time. But if you are overcommitted, saying yes too much, going to places where you shouldn't even go, you will notice that you do not have time again. So the little one you have, you want to just push everything, push your goal, push your vision, and there's no time to rest. And any little time you maybe sleep off, you are working and then you doze off. When you wake up, you become so angry. Ah, I slept off. Ah, you see the one looking at you. Set boundaries around your growth. You should know when to stop. Know when something is no longer your responsibility. Know when to focus. Protect your rest. Protect your emotional space if you want to grow this year without burning out. Stop carrying people's baggages into yours. It won't help you. You want to be somebody's therapist. You're somebody's psychologist. You're somebody's doctor. You're somebody's. Only you calm down. Really, you have to calm down. If not, you'll be everywhere but nowhere. And that's a very bad thing for you to be everywhere but nowhere. So, the fourth strategic way to grow without burning out this year is to include rests as part of the plan, not as a reward. You do not have to rest as a reward for the task you have done. It's part of productivity. Yes, it is. Many people treat rest as reward or something you earn after achieving a milestone, celebrating something, doing something, then you can now rest. Why won't you burn out? Tell me, why won't you burn out? If rest is a reward, if it's something you have to earn after achieving a milestone, after doing something big that you have envisioned. And yes, I have a problem with some people because that they only rest when they are completely exhausted. Please don't please do not do that this year. Treat rest as part of your plan, not a reward, not something you have to earn. I know we say respect is earned, but rest isn't. Rest is part of the plan. If anything, rest should be part of the big boys there sitting in your plan. If you're going to have a sustainable growth this year, you have to schedule rest. Take intentional break. Take pauses. Life allows it. You mustn't do everything at once. So I do many things, yes. Many things that you can just streamline into one. Okay. And that's communication. So on Saturdays, I barely show up on my social media spaces apart from YouTube and Spotify where I upload my podcast. But other social media platforms, I barely show up there because Saturdays I rest, I strategize, I review, I attend rehearsal and other things I do. So you can take intentional break, intentional pauses. Nobody's going to beat you. Life is not going to beat you. Fix rest as part of your plan. That's what I want to share with you. So that's the fourth way. If you want to grow without burning out, you build systems, you honor your energy, you set boundaries around your growth. You do what was the fourth one I just mentioned? Let me know if you remember. I said you should include rest as part of the plan, not as a reward. Rest keeps you functional enough to be productive. So when you rest, you will function very well. The fifth way to grow without burning out is practice sustainable pacing, not urgency. Not this is an audience matter. No, no, no. Burnout often comes from treating everything as urgent. Yeah, everything as urgent. I mean, every single thing you are doing, you are treating all of them as urgent. My dear, they are not. There are things that are urgent. There are things that should be moved to. important but not urgent. There are things that are urgent and important. There are things that are urgent but not important. I think I talked about that in one of the episodes I released last year. I think setting smart and realistic goals. Yes, it should be. There are things that are urgent but they're not important. There are things that are important but they're not urgent. So everything shouldn't be urgent. And when you treat everything as urgent, you put your body, you put your mind into a constant state of pressure. And you do not need pressure this year. You must learn to pace yourself. Break big goals into small sizes. It will help you to achieve them. Pace yourself. Tell yourself, okay, this is the task for this month. This is the one for next month. This is what I should focus on today. This is what I'm doing tomorrow. But if you're trying to do 50 things at a time, who won't you experience burnout? Why won't you? Your body will just be in a constant state of pressure and it wants to deliver because you are pressuring it. And if it doesn't deliver, you'll start complaining. And when the body finally breaks down, who will do all of those things? They will wait for you to resume. So only do those things that are urgent. Don't carry everything. I say you want to do everything now. I know your vision board. I know you've painted your pictures. You know all the things you want to do. But first things first, do one thing and proceed to the other. Stop trying to do everything at once. No, it won't work. Let me tell you. There's another thing I need to say. You know, we oftentimes set timeline and deadline. Let me call it deadline because we often use deadline. We set deadlines for whatever we're doing. And in order not to treat everything as urgent, you have to allow extended time for your timeline. You can stretch the time. Let's say you want to write a book in March, and because of one thing or the other, which you also accounted for, you weren't able to finish up the book. You can extend your deadline. It is not when you should give up or try to, I must do it this moment. Eh? You know the mistakes that you make? I'm actually laughing because I used to make clothes. Yes. So, well, don't really call me a fashion designer because I never drew all of those things. But I used to make simple outfits for myself because my dad taught everybody in the family how to make clothes, and then we went on YouTube and other places to just increase the skill level, something like that. So anytime that you are stressed and you are making shirts, that is when your machine knows that it will start looking for the right word, cutting thread. The thread will start cutting. Your stitches will become bad, or your machine pedal. Let's say you're using a manual machine because that's what I used while growing up. Your machine pedal can just be having a problem, or just thread can just go around and fix what's that rolling stuff called? I forgot the name because I'm giving up on tailoring or fashion design. It will just get stuck. Because you are stressed, I must finish this person's clothes today. I must finish this thing today. And because of that pressure, your machine needle can even break. I'm laughing because I have experienced this. Sincerely, I have experienced it. So anytime you know that you want to do something, but then if you're working when you're stressed, you might make a mistake. Extend the deadline. It's not hard. Just give yourself grace. Grace over cute. That should be your theme for next month. Grace over cute. Resist the urge, the pressure to rush because people are moving fast. See, your template is not the same as mine. Your makeup is not the same as mine. So why should I be pressured when you're moving faster than I am? You are moving faster in your destiny. I'm also moving fast in my destiny. I mean, I may be slow, but slow progress. Come on, it's still progress. Don't be pressured. Resist that urge. People are moving forward though. They're buying cars, they're buying land, they're doing a lot. We just started the year and she has built a house. We just started the year and she has launched a new business. Meanwhile, you haven't even done any of those things. Give yourself time. Resist that urge to pressure yourself this year because others are moving fast. You don't need it. You don't need that unhealthy competition. You do not need it at all. You do not need it. Understand that not everything requires immediate attention or immediate action. It will help you. Sincerely, it will help you. And that's a beautiful way to end today's episode on the 5 strategic ways to grow without burning out this year. Do not forget, I mentioned you must build systems, honor your energy, set boundaries around your growth, include rest as part of the plan, not as a reward. And the fifth one is you have to pace whatever you are doing. Focus on strategic, sustainable pace and not urgency. And you know our culture. Before I leave, here are some tasks for you to perform today and during the week. Number one question I want you to ask yourself is what drains me the most right now? Think about it. This task is what you have to do now. Do not postpone it. What drains me the most right now? What drains me the most this year, this month? Write it down. The second question I want you to ask yourself is what gives me more energy? Also, write it down. I mean, all the things I mentioned, if you know that you are not doing any of those things, building system, honor your energy, start doing them. It will help you. Before I leave, I want you to know that you are allowed to grow at a pace that lets you breathe. So come on, breathe in, out. You are allowed to grow at that pace. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe to this channel to receive updates about our upcoming episodes. Please do not forget to comment. Those comments really make me smile. Please do not forget to comment, share, like the video so the YouTube algorithm can pass it across. See you in my next episode. Bye.